Hey Shay.
Hey, Angie.
How are you doing? How was your
I'm
day?
girl, I'm good. My day has been really good, relaxed, and peaceful. That is yesterday. Is the day that you should be asking about, girl. 'Cause when I say I left the house at 11 a.m. and I didn't get home till about 9:30 p.m.
Mhm.
Going with my mama. But nah, I went because me and my mama every second Sunday of every month. We
Mhm.
go feed the homeless. Me, my mom, my aunt, my uncle. It's like a family thing, but my uncle is the one who owns it, and it's called peer to peer. If anybody wants to look it up or help with anything, like every second Sunday of the month, and we also having a sleeping bag drive. I was thinking that what is the name of it? Well, I finna say backpack.
I need to come participate.
Yes, you should. Especially because it's in the middle point of us. It's like downtown. We don't do it on this side of town.
Mhm.
So it won't be too far for you to get to. So
Just drop the link. I'll
I
be there.
promise.
The
Okay.
Addy.
Yes. So we did that, and I'm thinking, okay, because usually we'll do that, and we might go to a few little thrift stores because that's what we like to do, thrift, or just go to the record store. But on the weekends, we'll
Mhm.
thrift. We did thrift, and I did find a lot of good finds. And I did make a video about this, so check my TikTok. It's the same as here.
Shay
Um,
Speaks 999.
nah. But so I bought some because especially we're going to the Bahamas next month, so I
Mhm.
was trying to get stuff for that. But we went to eat with one of my mama's friends, and her nephew was in town, and we met him. He was pretty cool. Um, he got some stuff going on right now. He don't really know nobody in Texas. He knew here. He's from Louisiana. He knew her, so we met him, talked,
When
and
did he move down to Texas?
just I think like maybe 2 months ago, but he had been going between Louisiana and Texas, so every other week he was here and there, and then
Mhm.
now he's more so here. But I think he needs to go back and get his dog or something. I don't know. I don't. Yesterday was my first day meeting. He was cool. I really did like him, girl. We went to Jason's Deli to eat, and I
That's
had
my
dropped.
spot.
Girl, I
Ooh,
love me some Jason's.
I like they fruit too.
Yeah, sometimes I be looking like, nah, this a little mushy. I'm real particular
They
about my
strawberry
fruit.
shortcakes.
I ain't never had one of those strawberry shortcakes. So
You
that's
missing out,
one of my
baby.
favorite. Lemon cake is my favorite first, and
Mhm.
strawberry shortcake is my second favorite. But I was eating, when I get the California Club, that's my go-to.
Yeah.
The bread kind of flaky, so it kept landing on my thigh because I can't fit under the tables. Girl, I'm over here wiping my thigh. Next thing I know, his hand on my other thigh wiping. Like, oh, I help you. I said, oh, you a little too free with me now.
Was he
It
cute?
ain't free. And what you say?
Was he cute?
I
No.
won't say he's not cute. He's not my type though. I don't date white men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't date outside my
I
race.
don't either, but I feel
Mhm.
you. Like it don't mean that they're not attractive, but they're just
Exactly.
not somebody you
It's just
would,
not for me. Hmm.
date.
Yep. So, but he
Hold on
was.
real quick. We got some people in the chat. Hello, Robert Brown, my best friend. I love you.
Hey, Rob. Can I call him Rob?
I don't know. Maybe he's still watching. You can ask him. He gonna
Robert
say something and
sound
then come
like
back.
Robert sound grown.
Yeah. It's an old name.
Yeah, like somebody gonna say, I meant to send it to you. Gonna say Sammy. That was like, y'all remember little Sammy talking about he got gray hair now. That ain't Sammy, that's Samuel.
Girl, Sammy still fine. I don't care.
He still look good. But I done heard some things about him. I
But
got the
no, you
research.
can't jump into Sammy and we supposed to be hearing about yesterday. That
Oh,
was it.
girl, he seemed cool. He showed me his jet ski,
He
his
said you can call
Lambo.
him Rob.
Okay.
Rob that Doss. No problem with me. How
Okay,
you gonna
that's
say
it.
you love me? I ain't say I love you. I just said you got an old name.
You know you love him. You can't call nobody best friend and not love him.
That ain't. Oh no, that's Robert. He not my best friend.
Oh,
My
you was
best friend
calling
did
best
say, "I love
friends
you,
just
best
best
friend."
friend. Oh, okay. It kind of went all in together,
Together.
so
Nah, no, 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 nah. My best friend, he is own individual,
exclusive.
and he know I love him. That's my best friend
Okay.
from 10 plus years. Like that's my
Okay.
dog.
Hey, best friend. Hey,
You
Rob.
good, Robert? I'm just messing with you. Hey, Darren, why
Mm-mm.
you over here scoping the scene with your little wine?
Love a good glass of wine. Now I need to go to the store and get some wine.
We ain't
But
started on the topic, y'all.
yeah, we
We
just
just letting
waiting
people
for some
come
people to come
in.
in.
Yeah. So,
hmm
but
But
yeah,
yeah,
what else?
he showed me his jet ski. He what is it? Yeah, it's jet ski. It's huge. But he asked me like, "You want to go jet skiing, sir?" I got to get to know you. You are wanting me to put a lot of trust in a stranger. Cause then he was like, "I cleaned out the pool and stuff too. Come over. Y'all can come
Hmm.
over." And I said, "I don't know how to swim." He said, "Don't worry, I got you. I'll help you, sir."
Is he just trying to touch on you?
No, I think he's looking for friends because he's don't know nobody but his great aunt.
But trying to be
But
my friend, they coming off like that. I'm gonna be like
standoffish a little bit, but he wasn't
side
just
eyeing him.
inviting me. That's why I
That's
didn't
why I
take
said, do he just want to
everything.
touch you?
No, he didn't just invite me. He
Oh,
invited my mom
hold
and
on
them
real
too.
quick. Hey Elijah, how are you
Hey,
doing?
Elijah.
And we got a question from Robert Brown. He said, "What kind of
Mhm.
music y'all like?" I'm old school and I love some R&B.
That's
So,
my
and
favorite
right
genre.
now, while she was talking about Sammy, that's all I've been listening to when I do listen to music.
Sammy,
But I really don't listen to music like that. So,
I do.
Shay, what you like, girl?
I love music. R&B is my favorite genre, but I listen to dang near everything under the sun except for heavy metal. But
That's
rock
demonic.
and well, I don't know because they got heavy metal gospel, baby. But
Demonic.
I don't judge nobody. But um
Nobody. I'm sorry.
R&B is my favorite. Hip hop is next. But I am a true person who likes like lyrics. So I don't just listen for the beat. And sometimes I do. But for the most part, most of
I
what I
do with
listen to is lyrics.
Mexican music. Boom, 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 boom.
Me too, just because
Girl,
I don't know
that
what they
one
saying.
song and Justin Bieber was on there. Baby, I love that
hmm
Mexican song.
Despacito.
Girl, I be trying to salsa and
Yes.
stuff, and I can't dance to save my life.
You be having it's like you have it and then you lose it. You lose the
I never
beat.
had it. I never had it.
You
Do
be
twerking count?
trying. I be trying to help.
Twerking counts?
Twerking count? Kinda. I
I
mean,
don't even,
today's time, they had a
I
whole twerk team back in the
don't
day,
want to put
so.
myself out there like that, but I don't think I know how to slow dance. I feel like my slow dance will be on some freaky. I don't know. I be trying to twerk
Girl, that
slowly.
ain't slow dancing. How you twerk to slow songs?
Easy.
You
I'm gonna
hip
have to show
one to
you.
slow songs, or I don't know. I'm gonna have to, cause now I'm looking like I can't even hip one, but I be dancing slow. I remember this dude I was talking to. We was at the crib and we was listening to slow music, and I grabbed him and started dancing, and he was like, "Bro," cause
Oh,
we
so
had
you let him
another.
know, like,
Let me tell you, I can be subtle for the most part,
mhm.
not like a man to lead. But I know what I want, and I'm not afraid to go for it for the most part. Shut up.
Y'all hear
And
this?
then, to be honest, being in a wheelchair, sometimes you have to take the lead because people
Mhm.
are scared to approach you. Sometimes they don't like. Some don't know. Some won't date a person with a disability, and it's no bad blood to that. I understand because it's certain disabilities I won't date. Um, and but for the most part, a lot of men, hood dudes especially, don't be caring. But a lot of times they don't know if they can approach you. So you have to kind of be the one that's more outgoing. A lot of times, even women, a lot of
Why do you feel like that? Because we low key can start jumping into the topic, but real quick,
okay.
hey Devon. Robert said he
And
listened to heavy metal. Robert, something wrong with you.
that's
I love
Robert
you
way of
though.
saying
I
don't
love
call
you.
him demonic.
And then we gonna call him DB. I mean not DB, RB. And he said as far as other genres, his favorite. How you gonna say genres? You mean rap? But he said, as far as other genres, my favorite artist of all time is Tupac. What's your
Okay.
favorite Tupac song?
Hmm.
Mine's is what is this song? It's sad though.
Brenda's got a baby.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Uh, Life Goes On. That is my
Oh,
jam though. Oh, I love that song. And
I
then I
got
like
two.
what is it? Run the Streets. I like that song.
Girl, I
I like.
like him and Bone Thugs.
Hmm.
And him and who is it? It's not California Love. California
I
Love,
love
I
that
like
album
it.
jam though.
No,
Like
I like it, but it ain't my favorite.
America's Most Wanted.
Mm, Cause it's wait, girl, I'm tripping. I was
What you
thinking,
thinking?
oh, it's him and Bone Thugs, and then I was gonna say him and somebody. I was gonna say Yolanda Adams. No, Bone Thugs is my favorite is
He
Bone
got a
Thugs.
song with Yolanda Adams?
Bone Thugs do
No, I'm talking
order
about
my
Tupac.
steps.
Tupac though.
No.
That's what I
I
thought.
was getting him mixed in with Bone Thugs because I had just said them and him. But they do have a song together, and that's one of my favorite songs by him.
Mhm.
And then there's another one I can't think of it right now.
What?
With Tupac is one of my favorite songs with him, and I cannot think of it because now him and Bone Thugs is what's stuck in my head.
Mm. When was the last time you listened to him? Because that's probably why you
Girl,
can't
some months
remember.
ago when I was general cleaning the house.
Mm.
Because yesterday I was listening to some Genuine and some Destiny's Child. And
I hate you though because you mess it up for Genuine with me.
you sent it to me. Him falling off that stage. That's how you started. You sent me that, and I started sending you him over here trying to dance and him turning his song into a gospel. Like, what are you doing?
Uncle need to sit down somewhere.
Yep. And somebody said they them folks was asking for their money back time because Genuine won't sing the song right. Girl, he was over there tripping and then gonna put his arms up.
Why did he wait so long to start back doing concerts when he could have been doing it?
But he was doing plays for a while.
I
He
had no
did
idea.
when he got older, he started doing plays. But I think him and his wife got divorced, and that's when he went on tour for the
Soleil,
new concert. Huh?
Soleil, that's her name.
Oh, I didn't know that, baby. I thought you was speaking another language.
He's Robert. I keep saying Robert. RB. I got a list of favorite Tupac songs, Life of an Outlaw, just like Daddy, Me and My Girlfriend, Hold Your Head, I Ain't Mad at You, What's Your Phone Number, Me Against the World. You know what? Wait a minute. Don't even comment because Robert, I know him from other
Mhm.
chats, and Robert is the type that will finesse the live for you and have you talking on topics he wants you to talk to. I'm talk about, and then he'll dip on you. Like
Oh no,
he
you
that
can't.
finesse. But because I don't know, maybe he liking this conversation because he's staying and he's talking. But
Mm-hmm.
we gotta be careful with him. We supposed to be talking
Okay.
about relationships, not favorite
Relationships, not
songs.
the songs. And
I
I
had
was
to put
over
that
here
out
talking
there.
about dating inside of a wheelchair or something. Whatever we was talking about.
Uh-huh.
But oh yeah, I was saying sometimes you have to be the one to like kind of open up and take initiative because, well, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of understand it because me meeting other people that's in Charles, like, is, you know who I'm talking about, but it was one girl that I met back in the day, and she used to be like, man, people don't try to help you when you're in a wheelchair. They don't open the door for you. They don't do this. They don't really approach you. But then one day I was with her and somebody approached her. She was like, I can do it myself. And I was thinking, you the problem, not them. Girl, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, they don't help, but then you mess it up for everybody else who's like, welcome, like, yeah, you can open the door for me. Oh yeah, we can have a conversation, we could talk. We could possibly date or whatever. Because they don't know a lot of, and I get that a lot. A lot of people tell me, you don't look like you supposed to be in a wheelchair. And I'm like, what the person in the wheelchair look like? And they not like you. That's the only answer I get.
Mm.
But when I started seeing a lot of other people, I'm like, they look sad,
I
miserable.
told you, it's the way that you carry yourself. You have a lot of confidence in yourself.
Yeah, you
And
did
the
tell me
way
that.
even down to the way you dress, how you talk to people, like, it's not nothing that anybody can say that's gonna put you down and make you feel miserable about who you are. You still gonna hold your head high and do you.
Because I
Like
already
nothing.
did the work. I think
You be
that's,
confident more than people that aren't in a wheelchair.
mm, I've seen that before. And it,
So with relationships, do you
hmm
feel like it's men out there that may have tried to come at you or date you because it's a fetish?
oh, yeah. Yes. Especially a little bit while ago, I had got on a dating website. Mistake. I did meet some cool people, and it's the thing is, what people gotta realize, you gotta fish out the bad. It's a lot
Mhm.
more bad than it is good on there, so you have to get through them to get to the good ones. And I've had a man who asked me, could when he meet me, this is our first conversation, by the way, could I pick my legs up and drop them on his chest? And I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah, yeah, do that for me. And I hung up the phone and blocked him, even though it wasn't even my actual phone number. But you can't even call the text number no more. Like, no, thank you. That's weird.
Oh, it was on some freaky stuff. It wasn't so much of him really trying to get to know you.
Right. I had a man who was like, can I shave your legs for you? I had somebody reach out to me on Facebook and was like, you in a wheelchair? And I'm like, yeah, they was like, me too. And I'm looking like,
So would you date
nobody.
somebody in a wheelchair?
Would I date someone in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Depends on who you are. If you are like me with confidence and don't let life stop you and you're not so like depressed and all of that stuff, sure. Duh.
I don't think I could.
This is the thing. I don't know because it's a lot of questions for me. Like I don't really have that many friends in a church, so it's like, will we be able to get freaky or anything like that? Like, and I know a lot of times, like I met a married couple in a wheelchair, but I didn't get to ask them those type of questions. Like, are y'all just companions, or do y'all get to do other stuff?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a man who was in a wheelchair who tried to talk to me before, but he was like doing way too much, and because he was going through a divorce, and so he was just bitter and talking to me about it, and was like, yeah, I need a woman like you who can understand. I would have to take a pill to get it up. And I was like, whoa, I didn't know that, because I don't have to take no medicine to help me get there. Like, I'm a woman, we have different anatomy. It gonna do what it's gonna do. I didn't know that you needed help. And he was like, what? You acting brand new. Because I advise you that I don't know that. I never met another.
That was
I
definitely too personal and you didn't even
It
know
was
him,
just
right?
way too. I did not know him. And he kept calling me like Gempress
But don't that
and
make you
stuff.
feel like it just be sex based?
Mm-hmm.
It don't be on some, I'm really trying to
And
get
then,
to know you, your
right.
personality, who you are as like within the
Mhm.
spirit
Yep.
of who you
And
are.
the first dude that I ended up dating, it did answer a lot of questions for me spiritually and
Mhm.
mentally, like in even the human form. Like one of them questions being me being in a wheelchair, I was a virgin when I got in my chair. I was a virgin for a long time after. So I didn't know if I would be able to satisfy a man. Well, once I had him and we did what we do, I knew, okay, I could satisfy a man. But also being around him and stuff, and not just him, but homeboys, and but me and him being on that type of level, mentally I can satisfy you. Physically I can also satisfy you. So it was like, if you find somebody who is okay with being on that level with you and want to try with you and stuff like that, the wheelchair really don't matter. And
It
the
don't.
person who is for you will learn things about you for you, like how to get you in and out the car. If you want to take his car, because my car is modified for me to be able to just roll up in it. But if we want,
But it is definitely a difference though with certain people in a wheelchair. Like you're a lot more independent.
uh-huh.
Some people
And
don't know that,
I
some of
had a
y'all drive.
friend who came to visit me, and she just was, oh, cause yeah, I got, I don't want to name how many kids she got because then she could pinpoint who I'm talking about. But when she visited me for a week, and then by the time she left, she called me and was like, "I realized I got a whole lot more work to do." And I was like, "What you mean?" She said, "I thought I was independent until I met you." She said, and then I realized I'm not as independent as I thought, which is funny because I was also thinking. I thought this girl was so much more independent than this, and I've been having to
Mhm.
help her. I done had to call 911 to come get her up off the floor. Like it was just a lot going on.
Mm.
But sometimes people do think that they're more independent than they are than until they. I think I'm independent now. But I've met some people that's way more independent than I am, and I'm like, bro, you
But
rock
what
one.
makes I would say what makes them more different? I mean,
Like they like for me, I've only ever really just traveled with trusted people I
right.
actually trust, mainly family. Some of them be going traveling solo dolo and stuff,
I wouldn't
and
do that now and I can walk.
right. And so I'm just like, I don't know about that. And but I also be trying to figure out, is a lot of things like that fear based for me. Like, would I not travel? Because I had a friend back in the day, speaking like of relationships, because I feel like relationships are not just boyfriend, girlfriend. Relationships are also friendships, sister and brother relationship, different things like that.
Right.
So I had a friend back in the day who would get mad, like, and think, "Oh, you don't want to travel with me." And I've traveled with other friends before, and she would get mad, be like, "Oh, go with your real friends and stuff like that." And it's like,
Not insecurities as your friend
right.
with
And
y'all
it wasn't
friendship.
about that. These friends have actually shown me that they learned the wheelchair and they look and see, okay, are our travel plans ADA approved? Is the hotel that we're gonna be staying at good enough, like for her? Is it like ADA approved and stuff like that? This friend, we planned those friends. I planned trips with them. With her, she would ask at the last minute, "Oh, let's go to Florida on Friday," and stuff like that. And it's like I'm
It's
in a
unplanned.
yeah. I can't. I can't be spontaneous. I'm not gonna lie. Before the wheelchair, and I knew her before the wheelchair, so
You'll be
she
down
kept
with it.
knowing me as the person that she knew before the chair. And that's
Right.
a lot of times, a lot of my relationships from friends were severed that way because you keep seeing me as who I used to be and not who I am now. Let me reintroduce myself because even the person you knew 5 years ago, I've been in a wheelchair for almost 20 years, by the way. Even the person you met 5 years ago,
Saying that is like, damn, that's a long ass time.
hmm I was more immature. Like I've grown a lot and I've gone on a bigger spiritual journey for
Mhm.
myself. Like I've been celibate for 5 years and single for 5 years. But that wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna stay celibate till I get married, because that's one of the first questions people ask. It's more so, nah, I wanted to connect with me, learn me, know me, get rid of any insecurity, because I'm one of those people who also believe that if you have any insecurities, you shouldn't be in
Mhm.
a relationship, because your partner
Mhm.
is not responsible for the insecurities that you have.
Yeah. They can actually make them worse. But hold on
Mm-hmm.
real quick. What's up, Bolo? Hey, cousin. Love you. Go ahead.
And like, that's, to me, that's a self journey. If you have insecurities, that's your responsibility to work on it. And I think it takes a very emotionally mature person to understand those type of things. Like, if you've been cheated on before and you get into your next relationship and you treat that man like he the one who cheated on you, you wrong. You dead wrong for
Yeah.
that.
I can definitely attest to that because from me being 3 years ago, being in a 5 year relationship prior, because I've been single for 3 years, I've been celibate for 3 years. And I really truly believe that it was best for me to not just go jump into another relationship. Even though I
Mm-hmm.
did talk to somebody, that even showed me like, girl, you don't even need to be like talking to dudes like that. Like just
Yeah.
completely like be
Cut it off and
what is it
leave.
called? No commitment. Like had no
Yeah.
type of commitment to nobody, even if you just friendly talking, like, nah, don't do none of that. But
Yeah, I'm with you because
trying
I
to jump
tried to do that
from
too.
another relationship to another relationship, and
Mm-hmm.
I still got the burdens or issues from the prior relationship, and then I'm bringing it to that. Like,
To the
that's
new
unfair to that person, and it's
one.
unfair to me
Yep.
because I didn't give myself enough time to heal from that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that, I did, and,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still, like, I don't know about, like, relationships. I think I'm afraid of them now in a sense. I don't know if I'm afraid of them or it's just,
I
like,
get it.
I'm good on them because
Mm-hmm.
spiritually, my mind is different than a lot of these people out here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Same.
I feel like if
And
I do try to date somebody, we gotta be spiritually on the same page in a way.
mm-hmm. I met one person so far that I think is on my level. We didn't end up getting together because you know that story. It was just a lot going on in my life. And at first, I was in a position where I could date, but then life started happening. My car broke
Mhm.
down. I don't have a way out the house. My house is stuff keep breaking down on my house, and I'm just looking like, what in the world? And I ended up having to sell that house. So I should have cut that off instead of continuously trying to be with that person or get with that person, well, because we was in the talking stage. But I didn't, and I learned, like, I think a lot of people, when they go through stuff in life, you got to learn that
Mhm.
lesson. Like, sometimes you got to know when to take that step back and say, you know what, I'm not in a position to be able to date anybody right now. I should let you go, and then if it happened, it happened. If it come back around, it's meant to be.
Yeah, like let's just vibe out and
Yeah.
then see what happens. But hold
Yeah.
on. Hey chum, how you
What
doing?
you
That's the lurker.
This
Sometimes
man.
wanna chat, comment in the chat, I mean. But thanks for coming. And cousin, I feel you, but it's more to that because he was like, stop being afraid to love again. It's not that.
That's one of that was one of my things though. So I'm glad he did say that. I'm okay now. But last year, it was just last year, I
Mhm.
realized I was very closed off to the to it. Like, no. Especially because the one that I actually liked didn't work out. And I'm just looking like I don't feel like putting that type of energy into nobody. And then I had put all that energy in it, and what if it don't work out? And I
Cause
had to get out
baby,
on
that 5 year relationship was like so ugh, it just took a
it.
lot out of me, but I
Yeah.
can't I really
But I
can't
feel with
I feel
that, we
like I
gotta
can't blame
learn.
that person.
I feel like we gotta learn when to walk away and not,
That was the
especially as
problem that I
women.
had. I think I should have walked away in the 3rd year.
Yeah.
Probably 2nd, but Imma say 3rd
And
because I
as
really was
women, we
stretching
try.
those last 2 years.
Yeah, we feel like, well, I invested in it. I spent time on it and stuff like that. So we try to hold on and grip it until the death. And
'Cause
we
I
gotta learn
thought
it.
that me and that person was a team, like,
Hmm.
I don't know if they had me fooled or I had myself fooled on thinking that this is what it
Probably both.
was, and it
Two
wasn't
things
what
to
it
be
was.
true at the same time.
Huh?
I said it was probably both. Cause women, I be trying to tell people, men don't got a lot of us, because if we like you enough, we gonna make up the excuse for you, because we don't want it to go away. And that's
Mm,
one thing I'm not gonna lie, it's a promise I had made to myself after my first relationship, is that I
mhm.
will never lie to me again. Like,
Yeah.
I will never try to make
You
something
always
worse.
gotta love yourself just a little bit more.
More. Yep. And then I'm the advice I'm talking about. I know I keep saying women because I'm a woman, but for men too, because I'm not gonna lie, I done seen plenty of men. I be thinking you gonna have to love yourself more. You gonna have
I
to step.
even witnessed, I'm sure you might have too, because we both got brothers. But,
Mm-hmm.
you know, even with my sister, like, witnessing, and this is what made me pissed off about myself, because I'm sitting there witnessing them in these long relationships, or just it could be a short relationship, but I'm just like, why did you even get with this person?
Wow.
They're disrespecting you, or
Mm-hmm.
this person is just using you. And
Yep.
so for me, even though I was just in a 5-year relationship, those 3 years ago, I was a person where I didn't date like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I
Me
was really
neither.
like, I'm chilling.
Yep.
So, and that was really because of seeing them, and I'm like, I don't want that. I
Yep.
don't. I'm like, this is what's
Mine.
out there.
What took me so long to date was mainly my wheelchair. I didn't want to become, because a lot of times it was one of them things. You walk in 1 minute, car wreck, boom, you paralyzed the next. So
Mhm.
I didn't want to become bitter and about life, period, because that's what I see a lot. And it's not just people with disabilities. I see people, life hit them and they become mad at the world.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be one of those people. And so then I wanted to learn me, love me, date me. And anything that I liked about myself, I wanted to make sure I kept that about myself and learn to love the things that I like about myself.
And you
And
know what? When you experience different things in life, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, you do
hmm
change. You
yep,
do adapt to that circumstance, right?
yep,
So you do change in a sense. So
hmm
you gotta learn yourself all over again, and
all
that's not
over
a bad
again.
thing,
Yep.
because
And
if
I
you don't
had
know yourself, how can you get somebody else to get to know you? Especially if they
exactly
ask you stuff about yourself or whatever. Because
right.
I know for me, I even changed stuff I like to eat. Like, I didn't
hmm
like now, I like now,
I
so
start eating more healthy stuff and
mhm,
want to preserve my life more. And one of the examples, like I remember seeing a friend of mine I don't believe she know herself. And I remember thinking that about her, like, I don't think this girl know herself. And then when she started trying to date, it seemed like any dude that she was dating, she would take on their personality. And oh yeah, I like sports too. You don't know nothing about
mhm.
football, girl. Go sit down. And so, and then I'm looking like, you have kids. So you're introducing your kids to this, and I'm just looking like I got nieces, I got nephews, I got a goddaughter who all they don't go by what you say. They go by what they see more than what
Monkey
you
see,
say.
monkey do.
Mm-hmm. So even though I don't have kids personally, which that's something else we gotta talk about, because
Mhm.
I don't desire kids. Would I date a man with kids? Yes, I have. Every man I've dated has kids. But this
I
thing,
never really dated that many guys with kids.
and you got one. I wonder why it's like that.
I
Cause
don't
I,
know, and this is, like, kinda side,
mm-hmm,
but I lost, like, my virginity at 14, and I ended up pregnant at 15.
mm-hmm,
So, it's crazy, after I had my daughter, I didn't have sex again.
mm-hmm,
Just like I was telling you with the relationships, I was like
yeah.
that with sex too. Like, I'm not a person who is
Put your mic
just
back.
about the physical. It's
Mm-hmm.
mental.
The
It's all, even
mental.
as
Mm-hmm.
a younger person, it was always the mental thing.
Yeah.
But
Same.
it's crazy
And
that I had it so early.
I
But
used to wonder
I was
like
really peer
why.
pressured into it because I didn't want to, but I
Mhm.
felt like I had to. When that's another big thing, like,
Yeah.
don't let people peer pressure you into doing stuff you don't wanna do.
Yep. Especially if it's younger people watching. Like, cause then they don't have to live with the regret of what you did, even though they were the one who peer pressured you.
Yeah.
People will they don't a lot of people don't really care what happened with you in your life. And then a lot of people really be jealous and want you to do something they wouldn't even do and act like they doing it just to get you to do it so they can have one up on you. I had a
That
friend
and
like
then
that.
like we both, and you know who I'm talking about. We had this friend
Hmm.
where they were going through and doing all this wild stuff. And so I don't know if they were doing it to make their life seem less chaotic. So they would try to put the chaos in your world and try
Hmm.
to have you do this stuff and that stuff and be all in your
And just
business
lie.
and stir the pot in your life or whatever and give you
Hmm.
bad information. So
Yep.
you have people who they do be going through stuff, but
Hmm.
they wanna manipulate you to do the same stuff that they doing or even worse. So
It's
like
funny.
you
We was
said, they
having
can
that
have one up on
conversation
you.
yesterday about you'll be cool with somebody and you don't realize how much they got going on. And sometimes you do. Cause I had a friend and who and that's I should have let her go a long time ago.
Mhm.
Because I'm seeing that you to me, you start self-destructing or something. I don't know what happened. And then this is the thing when we get to a certain age, you can't keep saying, well, my mama wasn't there for me or my daddy wasn't there for me. My daddy wasn't there for me, but I'm that's not an excuse.
It don't
Like,
matter because you can be the best parent in the world, but it's up to your child if they wanna utilize those tools that you give
mm-hmm,
them.
yep,
Yes, it's very unfortunate if you don't have neither parent or one or
mm-hmm,
the
or
other or
one of
whatever
them.
it is, but after a certain time frame, it's
It's
on
time for
have free
you
will.
have to take responsibility for your own
Yes,
actions. Like that's where accountability comes in. Your mom and them can't live your life for you, so they don't.
you're
You can
gonna
only
get
use
judged for
that.
everything that you do, not your parents.
Exactly, exactly. So, like I'm,
Sometimes we get judged for I mean, for our parents, you know.
yep. And I could have used my dad not being there as the excuse, but and then and now because a lot of people use what they life.
And now they
My
hate
daddy not
guys
there.
and don't trust
I'm in a
guys and
wheelchair, right? And well, where was God when I had my car wreck and stuff like that? And you looking like he was
shit,
right
he was
there.
there because you still alive. It coulda
You still
you
alive.
coulda been
And
gone.
everything happens for a reason. Take that and run with it. You don't know who else needs to hear your story.
Your
Like that.
journey is your journey, and some stuff you can control and some stuff you can't control. It's
Hmm.
really about how you react
Yep.
with those
And one
circumstances.
of the questions I'm gonna start asking when I start dating again: do you look at the glass as half full or half empty? Because it that's important. It makes a big difference. I'm a half full type of person. I probably shouldn't have said that because if they ever see this video, they're gonna know which one to say. And that's another thing with dating and stuff I don't believe in telling them what you're looking for,
Yeah.
because then they can act like what you're looking for until they have you, and then they can switch up and become who they are.
It's best to really get to know people
Mm-hmm.
authentically
Hmm.
and just natural, not forced.
Yep.
That's why
And it's
sometimes I kinda hate answering, like, the questions. I kinda wanna be like, "Just see. Like, let's just
right.
vibe out and you see."
Yep. I be wanting that. Like I had a man a couple of years back. That's the one I'm like, he got away, girl. But he I like the way he led, because we started off just talking, and then I think about after a couple of weeks of talking, he was like, I want to get to know you. And I was like, well, what we been doing? And he was like, no, I mean, like, I don't want to have sex. I want to get to know you on a deeper level. What make you tick? What make you cry? What make you laugh? Why do you get up in the morning? What motivates you? And he actually proved that that's exactly what he wanted. He started asking me personal questions like,
Mhm.
what's your goals? What's your dreams? Stuff like that. Do you want kids? No. Do you mind a person with kids? And stuff like that. Like actually trying to get to know me. What's your relationship with God? Do you believe? And so I like somebody who's like that. Like you say something and you mean what you say. And so I like the what, and I think that's what made the difference with him is he gave me leadership vibes.
Mhm.
And I'm a person, I ain't gonna follow unless I want to. Like I won't bother you or nothing like that. If I know that you the type of person I don't feel like I can follow or let you lead me because I don't even think your life is I don't even think you leading your life right, then I'm just gonna move around for you. I'm gonna leave you alone. But if you somebody I feel like, okay, I can see he got potential, you know what I'm saying? Or I see you actually doing your thing. And he had a few flaws and stuff, but he didn't have the flaws that I couldn't deal with. So yeah.
How long ago was that?
How long ago was it?
Mhm.
I think it was 2021 when we met, I believe. Or 2022. I
Do
think
you
2022.
believe that certain people or just people in general, like everybody who come into your life,
It
it's
was a
really for
purpose.
some type of reason? Yeah.
I don't believe in
I didn't used
coincidence.
to think that, but I definitely feel that way after, cuz the person that I was talking to after, like my relationship and stuff, I learned a lot from them. Even though it didn't work out with us or anything like
Mhm.
that, I don't harbor any ill will towards that person. I still think they're a great person at the end of the day. I think I
Mhm.
was just talking about that person with my daughter like 2 days ago. And even she was like, yeah, I like that person. They was, and I was like, yeah, they was. Like, they was so supportive. They was there for me
Mhm.
when I got baptized and everything. Like, they taught me a lot of different stuff. But, people can do that, but that don't mean that you have to be with them. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, you
Mhm.
can just have people in your life for a season,
A
and it's
season. Yeah.
okay. Like, you
I
don't need
think
to
that's the
cry
problem.
about it.
Sometimes we try to make that season a lifetime. When
Yeah,
it's like, no,
letting
time
go.
that was hard. And I have a guy where I felt like he was here for a reason, even though I don't think he's a good person anymore. Like, back then I did, but then I it was when he felt like he had me. That was the
Mhm.
thing. He switched up and became who he is, and I realized like I started really paying attention. And he would ask me like, "You a talkative person? Why you so quiet?" And I was just peeping the scene, and I realized I don't like you. I don't like you at all, not even a little bit. And
What
he
what
got
changed, like, that they
what
did, like, that you noticed that was like,
not
maybe
really
no.
you not being a good person at all. Like you not filter. Most of us have a filter, or not even that. We're
Mhm.
just freaking decent humans. Like I remember I asked him a question like, "You got sisters? If anything ever happened to one of your sisters and you had to take their kids in, would you do that?" Without hesitation, hell no. I said, "What?"
Do he got kids?
Mm-hmm. And that's why I was looking like, I said, "So what if something happened to you and
Mm.
your kids needed a place to stay? And wouldn't you expect your sister? They ain't make them kids." And I realized this is a very selfish person.
So wait a minute, is the baby mama still in the kid's life, his life, all that?
Mhm. And I
So
realized
are
getting
they
to know
co-parenting really
they
good?
co-parent, no, and me realizing I got to talk to her.
Mhm.
You're the problem.
Mama,
The kid's mama, yeah. And cause you telling me stuff about her, trying to get me on your side and stuff. So then I try to play mediator like a dummy. And you my man, so I'm
stay
believing
out
you.
people's stuff, girl.
You my man, so I'm like, yeah, maybe let me just talk to her. We talking, and the more she talking, the more I'm realizing he ain't adding, subtracting, or dividing in this marriage problem. Like you're the problem. You are the problem. She not even
What
putting you on
made him
child
the
support.
problem though?
You don't want to the same things that was a problem with me. You don't want to cooperate. You want your way only. You don't want to compromise at all. You want to say what you want to say. Can't nobody say nothing back to you,
Mhm.
whether we being disrespectful or nice or whatever. You feel like I'm him, and anybody should listen to me because I'm him. That's not how life works, baby. At all. Nobody's gonna follow that.
Mm.
And you feel like you say, girl, let me tell you. You know, I'll be throwing down in the kitchen. Like you've had my cooking. Everybody, one of the things I like for me to do is cook.
Mhm.
I cook for this man. I don't cook for nobody I don't truly want to like that or get to know and stuff. I cook for him. He came over because he had been
How many
begging me to cook.
times? That
I
just that
don't
one
cook
time?
that one time. Girl, you got one time with me. But I cooked that one time because he had been asking me over and over again, man, cook some, and stuff like this. So I'm like, you know what, this time, 'cause I had just got over COVID, so I'm like, I'm a cook, and I cooked, and I'm like, I really can't taste it right now because all my senses ain't came truly back, but I, I did the best I could. Child, I asked him what kind of stuff do you like. I eat anything. I like. I ain't picky. I'm not a picky eater. Get to my house. Don't even look at what I cooked. Say, oh, I probably ain't gonna like it. I'm a picky eater. I say, nigga, what?
Hold on. Did he ask you to cook for him or you chose?
He gave, no, he asked. He gave
So
narcissist.
why did he say that to you then?
Narcissist. He didn't look at it. He
It come off,
left.
yeah, it come off like he was trying to
Test me or something. And I felt like,
make you have insecurities or something. Weird behavior.
girl, yes. And I remember telling him one day, you caught me at the wrong time. And he was like, what you mean? I said, see, back in the day, I probably would have had some insecurities. I said, or would have just let you sway my mind or something. I said, but I've been single for a long time. I got to know me.
Hold
I
on, hold on, hold
love
on,
me.
hold on, hold on. RB, that's cool. You can be a picky eater, but how you gonna be a picky eater if
How
you
do you,
ask somebody to cook for
and
you?
then won't
If you're
even
gonna
tell
be a
them what
picky
you want.
eater, then yeah, tell me exactly what it is that you want. Help be in there while I'm cooking then. Or don't eat
Something.
it. How about you cook?
And then the thing is, you don't even look at what the person cooks at all. You don't know what I cooked. You just say, oh, I probably ain't gonna like it. I'm a picky eater. Walk out, go down the street,
Mhm.
get you some food, and then come back to my house and try to figure out why I won't unlock the door.
Right.
Cause you done lost your mind. Like you don't do that type of stuff. Especially I was just getting over being sick. Like I'm still not at 100%, and you know that. But you been begging to come over, and I'm trying to compromise. And so you do
But
some mess
you
like
going
that.
through all that, why he didn't come over there to help you or cook for you?
Exactly, exactly. But in the beginning, when I was sick, I will put that disclaimer out there. In the beginning, I said
Hold on,
no.
was y'all dating?
Mhm. We was in a relationship, but I said no because I'm looking like you got kids. I don't know what I got. I don't went to the hospital, and because whatever I had, my mama came and brought me medicine, and she got sick. We didn't even come in contact with each other, and she got dog sick like I was, and then my sister had saw her and got sick, and I'm like, whatever it is contagious. So now you got two kids, and they was like under 10. So I'm like, nah, 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 nah.
Right.
And so, and he kept wanting to come, but I'm like, you not thinking of your family. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you?
Who had the
But
kids the majority of the time?
dude, they actually was pretty equal. I will say he did get them kids. He
Mhm.
did. He was an a-hole, but he took care of them babies. And that was one of the things that drew me to him is like,
How
I would
many
date,
kids?
he only had two.
Too
And
many
they
for
were
me.
both by the same woman.
Too many
I
for me. Too many for me.
dated a man with 7 kids, and 6 out of the 7 lived with him. But you
He
take
must
for
have had a big house.
he did. He was an ex football player. Mhm.
Oh, where you at now?
Mhm. I left him right where he was when he's arrogant. I don't
Oh.
like arrogant people.
Mhm.
And he tried to get me because he was just coming off too good to be true at first. And I finally went, And he was like, what's wrong with you? I said, you not being you for real. And he was like, "What you mean, girl? You don't even know me. You getting to know me?" I said, "Yeah, you're right. But
Mhm.
ain't nobody perfect. And you keep acting like you just the perfect specimen, like you Jesus or somebody." And but then baby, I said that and he was like, "Yeah, you right. I'm gonna show you who I am." He showed me who he was, and I didn't like it. But you arrogant, like like you getting into with your baby mama and stuff. I don't really, you know, you got 7 kids. You ain't gonna be cool with all your baby mamas. So
How
I
many
get
baby
it.
mamas?
He had 7 kids. He had 4 baby mamas. He had 2 sets of twins
And you mean to tell me you couldn't work it out with none of them?
with none of them. But
Either you just ain't
again,
shit or you picking the wrong people and you having
he
kids with
started
them.
having kids
So
young
you
too.
need to get yourself
Mhm.
together.
And that's one of the things I learned. I feel like if you got a lot of kids and with a lot of baby mamas, and like, nah, I won't do that no more because there's
Mhm.
too much going on, and
I mean,
you
that's
keep
too many
breaking.
energies for me.
You keep
And I'm
making
big on energies. Like
me
that's just
too,
too much.
and you keep making broken families. Like I'm not finna be the next one, so that's why I'm like, nah. And I don't like arrogant people. And then you asked me could I cook, I say yeah, I take pictures of my food, so I show you a picture. He was like, where the rest of it? I'm like, it's at the time it was just me. I'm like, I live by myself.
Yeah, why do I
I
need to
don't need a
see your
whole
face?
feast of food.
Right.
And he would send me pictures of his food, me not knowing you went to culinary school. So of course your food is gonna look gourmet compared to my southern. My
Right.
grandma taught me how to cook. I'm cooking like a Southern Baptist.
Right. I'm from the South.
Right. You over here, he from the South too, but you did go to culinary school though. So of course you're cooking like you've been trained. And you thinking my plate setup is gonna look like that? And you like, and
He said you need to step your cooking game up on the side.
hold your middle finger up right quick for me.
Hold my middle finger.
Yeah. Now step that up. Cause you know my hand won't do it. It's
Hold on
paralyzed.
though. Let me ask you this though. Do you
Hmm.
feel like you can be in a relationship with somebody and not have sex at all?
Mm. In the beginning, that's not a life I want to live.
So you can't do the
Asexual stuff. I can't date asexual. I think there's somebody out there for you, another asexual, but God didn't make me like that.
so you
I
like
think sex is a very important part of a relationship.
so you like the physical part.
I like all the parts, the mental part, the physical part, the emotional part, everything.
See, I'm having a problem with that, but I'm
Why?
single, so it don't even matter.
I'm
So,
single too.
but I
You
was
can,
thinking that because I'm just like, if I was in my next one, do I want to not? And would it even last if I be like,
I
nah, I
think
ain't
it
with that?
could with the right person. And for me, it's like for me, I'm not one you. You know, I ain't get my virginity away till I was 30 years old. So I can go a very long time
In the chat,
without
they
it.
gonna be like,
I know. I can go without it. It's not like it's a number one factor. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. We can't be together. But eventually, I'm gonna want to take it there.
hmm.
And I feel like that's just another level unlocked of our love. But I'm not just gonna do that with no anybody. To me, we have to be in an actual committed relationship for some stuff like that.
You know what? I was talking to my mom about this.
Mhm.
People forget how to just date. Like it's different levels with
Remember
dating.
back in the day, they would be like, I'm courting you. Court me. I want to be courted. And a lot of people don't even know what that means
That's why I
anymore.
said I'll take applications,
Hmm.
but that don't mean that I'm gonna like do anything with it.
Hmm.
I might just have it in my pocket. I might throw it away. You know, I might cash it in, put it in a folder,
I feel
Safekeeping.
like that's casually dating, um, whether like you don't make the commitment. Is and I feel let me say this because I feel like a lot of people make the mistake by
Mhm.
not being upfront and letting you know I am not looking for a relationship
Yes.
or I'm dating you and other people. Don't
Yes.
make it seem like you're just dating one
Yes.
person. Like I
Yes.
don't like that.
Yes.
I'm one of those. I'm very
People
upfront.
lie.
Don't
People
lie.
lie. People don't want to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like people do that because we can't just single it out to men. We can't just single it out to just women. As a whole, I definitely feel like we are so afraid to see the other person be with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So we sit there and try to make it seem as if this is a committed relationship. But
Yep.
while you thinking this, I'm over here doing the food.
And it's like, and then you wondering why that person hurt. Well, because I didn't say we was in a relationship. I just said I'm dating you and exclusively you. That means we're exclusively dating each other. Why are you entertaining somebody else? And one of the things that hurt is when you give since I'm a woman, when you give a woman the attention you giving me, I feel like what make me special. Like I'm sitting up here trying to make you him and make you special, and
Mhm.
nobody's getting what you get out of me. And so when you give that to somebody else, it's like the love. Like I can't. For me, I'm one of those like it's certain things we can't come back from. Cheating being one of them. And yes, there's different levels to cheating. It's just not just sleeping with the other person. You can emotionally cheat on somebody.
I don't like that you said that because now I feel like you put me on the spot.
Uh oh.
You know the story that I went through. And
Hmm.
I feel like I've never been a cheater.
Hmm.
But you saying that it makes me question myself. And I've did this in the past with the situation. Maybe I was cheating emotionally.
I can't pinpoint what we talking about, and you
Oh
saying my
boy,
name. Mm. Hmm.
I would have never got put in the situation that I got put in had I not made it to where this person is comfortable enough to.
The thing is, did you make him comfortable enough? Because me,
But if I'm
you
going to your
kept it.
house,
Yeah, this is
it's
why I
just
said
weird
it.
because, dude, I've been knowing you for
This
this long,
decades at this point.
and we've been like friends. So I thought,
That's
but
why
that's
I'm
where it goes
saying
in, where
it's.
you don't know other people's.
Hmm. Because I feel like it wasn't because it's not like you putting him in your personal business. It's not like you were emotionally getting it, like giving him things or
I
anything
wasn't. You
like
know
that.
what was crazy though? When we would hang out and stuff, I was more
Hmm.
so like, "Hey, we finna play the game. We finna smoke some weed. We
Right.
finna just have fun. We finna drink a little
It was like
whatever."
friendship.
Right, and I was down to like try to go with other friends too with them, but they was
Because
always just want to hang with me
the
like
motives was
for
different.
their birthday. For their birthday, they spent like that whole night with me at the park. Just we was just walking and talking, and he was
Hmm.
just telling me all types of stuff. But the crazy part is, I never was bringing up my relationship. He
Hmm.
always asked me, and he'll be like, "Where's such and such at? He ain't mad that you with me."
That's the motives coming out. But I get you can kind of look at it that way because it's like when somebody keep bringing up their stuff and they won't let nobody else
I
come and stuff
was
like
I
that,
was
you should have
ignoring
peeped it.
all the signs.
Yep.
That was my problem.
Yep.
Remember, because y'all even was like, "He like you," and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"No, girl."
Girl, now.
A
Right.
lot of
I
y'all was
remember.
telling me that,
I
and I was
remember.
like, "Mm-mm."
Because you didn't feel that. I feel like a lot of people do that because I don't feel that way about you. Ain't no
Mhm.
way you feel that way about me. When it's like, I'm showing you
But
all the
it's
signs.
and you liked my best friend, so and you tried
Mm-hmm.
to get with them. So to me,
Mm-hmm.
that was just weird. It's like, how you like her, but then
Mm-hmm.
but he spoke so highly. He spoke so highly of me, and you know that because he was trying to force you to be my friend before we even
Yeah.
knew each other.
And it's like, girl, I already knew who you was. We wasn't on the level we are now, like real close and cool and vacationing together and stuff. But
Mhm.
back then, I already knew you was a cool person. But he was, you need to go get to know her. I'm just looking
You
like,
know,
you
he
making me
had it
not want to
bad
know her.
too with every girl he dated. He was telling them about me.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm just
weird.
like, "That's weird, bro."
That's weird. I agree.
And you had them girls thinking that, we messing around because I'm always
Hmm.
the top on your tongue. That didn't make
Hmm.
sense to me. And he'd always be like, "Man, bro, I need you to talk to her."
But
What am I
he had
talking?
me thinking that, like, when we first started getting cool and stuff, he had me thinking it was because when he went to jail, you held him down, you didn't judge him, like he was a good
I took
person.
up for him. Like when
Hmm.
everybody was
But
talking bad about him, I stood up for him.
in the end, I started looking back, like, and I remember coming to you, letting you know, nah, he wants some weirdo stuff because he started tripping.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it was definitely shown after everything happened because even though it had happened, I when we went back to because we worked together, when we all went back to work, I didn't make it like a big issue or anything. I didn't even tell my
Right.
boyfriend at the time. I waited. But the crazy part is when I actually finally stopped talking to him, he switched up. And
Hmm.
he tried to make it seem as if I came on to him, like lying hard out his teeth.
Hmm.
But it was funny at the fact that he did that when I'm just like, if I wanted to be with you, why would I wait so long? And
Wait
why would I
so
get with
long.
somebody else and not
Right.
you? Make it
And
make sense.
it was weird. Like, I really don't know much to say besides it was weird. Because when me and you ended up really getting cool, he started acting like he didn't want me to be friends with you. Like, nah, nah. You know what I'm saying? Remember,
He
them,
wanted me to himself.
yeah, yeah. But you the one at first was pushing me towards you. Like,
'Cause
it was
he
crazy.
swore up and down, he the reason that me and my best friend got cool when it wasn't. He was trying to force us to talk and made it seem like it
Mhm.
was beef. I didn't even know the girl. So how I'm gonna have beef with somebody I don't even know
Right.
her name
I'm big on now,
or
especially
really
as
what
an
she looked
adult.
like.
I do not do third parties. I don't do hearsay. I don't do drama. Like, I'm really at peace for myself.
Mm.
And like to the point I got a garden in the backyard. I'll be chilling. And I'll either I'm at home or I'm with trusted friends and stuff. I don't mind making new friends. I am a very like I just told you, I met somebody else today and he was cool.
Right.
But I'm if you the minute you start giving me weirdo vibes and tripping and stuff, mm-hmm. Because remember the saying, believe them when they show you the first time who they are, I'm gonna believe you. And I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
I used to be the type of person to try to save people and be
Give
like,
people the
oh, I
benefit
can
of the
help.
doubt. That
Mm-hmm.
that gonna get you hurting and stuff.
Yep.
What's
And
up,
he did.
Rico? He always showing love on
And that
every
one actually got me hurt with not a male, but a best friend, like a actual homegirl. And that's another relationship we need to start talk about because we got people. I know the
who?
podcast
What?
and stuff.
Hold on,
Our
what? What'd you say?
homegirl relationships as well, like friendships, actual friendships. A lot of these podcasts and people talking about relationship, man and woman and stuff like that. But your homegirl can hurt you worse than a man can.
Yes, because wait a minute. When all of that stuff had went down with my ex-friend, the homegirl that I had too was in the mix. They wasn't in it
Mm-hmm.
to where they were in it physically, but they put
Mm-hmm.
themselves in it on some, let me talk about this with this person and let me talk about
Mm-hmm.
this with that
I'm gonna
person.
play
And
all
I'ma
sides.
stir the pot and say
Mm-hmm.
something else to
I know
change
who
up
that
the thing. And
was.
I'm just like, and then the bad part is I was like cutting this person off so many
Mm-hmm.
different times. And I'm just like, why I keep giving this person
A
chances? But I
chances.
know who you are. Like I
Mm-hmm.
really know who you are. And it's like they always just
show you
wiggle their way
good.
back in though.
And then when you give them a chance, another chance, they show you time and time. And that mine
And
was
then
like
try to
that.
act like when you cut them off, you the one wrong. Girl,
Mhm.
you don't get your
And the
wrong.
crazy part with the one I'm talking about,
Mhm.
she used to cut me off when I didn't do something she wanted me to do. Like I remember we tried to start a business together, and she was on the phone trying to yell at me because I wouldn't agree with something that she wanted. And I'm looking like I kind of know a little bit more about this than you. You can study it, and I'm not acting like I know everything, but I know this. And she, well, and I'm looking like, baby, yelling won't get you your way. And she hung up the phone, blocked me, getting her from her for some months. And I'm just looking like you can be in a toxic relationship with a friend as well. Because me making excuses, oh well, she didn't have a mother, or her dad wasn't the best, or like I have a sister and stuff. I'm really close with my twin, and they're not close with theirs and stuff like that. We make excuses for people, and
We
it's like
do.
we
Family
got
too.
yep, we gotta stop. Because had I let her go when all of this stuff started, and me looking back, like we got history. She knew me when I was walking, and she been her since then. Like
We
I
have
should,
all these different experiences
yep.
together. Yeah.
And it's like you don't be want to let that go because you know, especially who you grew up with, you know this a good hearted person. You know where they come from. Y'all come from the
People
same
change.
neighborhood.
Sometimes people don't show you who they are until
And
it's
that's
kind of
what
too late.
happened. They changed. They went off to college. I went to college.
Maybe
I
that was
didn't
who
care.
they really were. You know how like people
Could
say with
be.
some money.
Mm-hmm. Because they started acting like they was better than and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And I was looking like, man, we come from the same ghetto, baby. Like, what are you talking about? And you then start saying you were from a different neighborhood than where we grew up. I
So
remember
she was
riding the bus
lying.
with you. Right. And it's not a total lie because some of your family did live there. You did
Mhm.
live in between the two once you wasn't here anymore. Once some people passed away, now you have to be on that side of town. But that's not where you grew up. You dang near grown by the time you got there. So why are you only claiming that now that you with certain people? And let's I'm gonna put it all out there. You're not claiming your blackness anymore because you're half
Let it out.
African and half African American. So instead of and I'm looking like we're all one and the same. But
Mhm.
no, you saying you not I'm not black. I'm not black. I'm African. I'm African. And this is the thing. Well, one of the really things that made me cut her off is when I started getting phone calls from other people saying, "Are you still friends with this person? Can you talk to them because I work in this place too?" And I be seeing her, and she rude. She rude to these people, this race of people, and she rude to these people, but she kissed these people, and she kissed these people. And I'm just like, this. It's not a good person. But and then also one of the things I remember one time we was having a deep conversation and she kept saying, I'm a good person. I'm a good person because something had happened. And she
So it's
kept
like
saying,
she telling herself and not even
you
you.
are you trying to convince me or you? And I'm looking I remember I took the filter off and I said it in a nice way at this point, but I said, can I say something? And she was like, yeah. I said, good people don't announce that they're good people. They are just good people, and the world can see that. And the phone just got quiet. But that's I stand by that. Like I remember she used to ask me all the time, why do people like you? Why do you get so friends so easily?
Damn, she in competition with her
Back
friends.
then I didn't even know. I didn't realize. And then once and you know, when you in the situation, you don't see a lot. But then when you get out and hindsight is 2020. When you look back and you like, she was in competition
The
with me a lot
signs
of
was
times.
there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
how it was with that friend we had. You already know what it is. So you know I
mm-hmm.
get it.
I remember she actually admitted to me, this is later, a little bit before I cut off. She admitted to me we was having a heart to heart, crying about something different. And she was like, I need to tell you something. And I'm like, what? Me thinking it's finna be on the topic. Full left field. Homegirl said, I've been jealous of you. I said, huh? My tears dried up instantly. I'm looking, I said, no, baby, friends ain't jealous of friends.
Right.
And she was like, I know. And I was like, why? Because I'm thinking, you make way more money than me. Like, you traveled and been places
It's
that
not about that.
it's not, because she said I actually have a support system.
Yeah.
She said I have a great relationship with my mama. Like, these were the type of things I had at home. Like, because I had, even though that house that I just said, when I said that back in the day, that house kept breaking down on that house and stuff like that. To her, it's like, but that's still in your home. Like, to, you know what I'm saying? So these are things that things we don't
So
even
she was
think of.
comparing her life to yours?
Hmm.
You'll
Hmm.
never win that way.
Yep.
You
And
setting
I'm just
yourself
thinking,
up.
like, true friends, we gonna build each other. But I also noticed that anytime I went through something, like anytime I was happy and I called, you found an excuse to get off the phone. But anytime I'm going through something and I'm just, oh, my life's going crazy right now, you stay on the phone for hours to listen to me, but
So
you're
she
not
loved your
offering no help or
misery.
nothing. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I
Mm,
remember when my air conditioner had broke down in that other house, and it was the middle of summer. We know how Texas summers are. You didn't
mhm.
offer a helping hand. And I remember I didn't even need that much money. I didn't ask for the money either. But we had a mutual friend. That person was like, they need a new laptop. Sh- Person didn't ask either. She called me and said, I sent them $5,000. I said, hmm? She said, yeah, I sent them 5,000. I'm like, oh, good. Then she have her husband have that money. I could have sent that to you. You need help. If you know I need help, why didn't you just help me?
She
And
wanted you to beg for it.
yeah, 'cause I remember she asked me, why you don't never ask me for my help? I said, you're the person I talk to every day. You know what I need just as much as I know what I need. If you
Right.
wanted to help me, you would. And I remember the phone got quiet. She didn't have any rebuttal for that. And that's one of the times I really kind of started sitting back and looking like, bro,
Mhm.
this girl she don't love me. You
She
can
don't
say
like
the
you.
words. You don't
That's what it
like
is.
me. You're
She can't
envious.
stand you.
You're
And she
jealous.
likes for you to be down and out.
Mhm. Like, when people constantly ask you how do you do certain things, how do you make friends easy, how do you put an outfit together like that, everything about you, they questioning how are you doing that, that's envy, that's jealousy. And then jealousy, I'm sorry, but that jealousy turned into envy. And the reason I say that is because I remember, now I'll be in the house and stuff. She asked me to go out with her on her birthday, and I'm like, you know what, it's your birthday, girl, I'm coming. I had bought my first wig. Don't know how to put it on, nothing like that. But I'm like, she know how to do her. So if I need some help, she can help me in the car. So I put it on myself, brought all the tools. It started lifting in the front. I'm like, dang. So I told her, bro, I got to go in the car. Can you help me? Homegirl said, you look good. You look good, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with you. I'm like, bro, I'm looking
That
at
ain't
it.
a real friend.
I'm looking at my lace. I've never even had a wig on before. Also, that's
And
how I
I
found
know
out I
better
was.
right there.
That's also how I found out I was allergic to lace. But anyways, so I'm begging you to come, please. I'm not trying to stay in here with all these people. Help me, not helping me. And we grew up doing her together. Like, I used to do your hair, you used to do my hair, so I know you know what you're doing. You not trying, you don't even get up to come help me. You just keep saying, girl, you look good. Never used to want to take pictures with me. This day, let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. You
Damn,
steady
so have
kissing.
y'all ever took a picture together?
We have very few pictures together.
And y'all been
And
well, y'all were friends for how long?
over 20 years. Hmm. Since 14 years old.
Damn.
Hmm.
I had a
And
friend in high school who before they was my friend, they
mhm.
was this was when I was a freshman. So funny. I had just transferred too. And she swore up and down. Well, she when we became friends, she told me, she was like, when you first came, I didn't like you. Mind you,
Had
I
somebody
didn't
tell
say
me
nothing
this.
to her. I didn't say nothing to her. I was quiet or whatever. And she was like,
Mhm.
I didn't like you. you came off stuck up and you were pretty and everybody liked you. She was talking about the guys.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just for a moment I just stared at her and I was just like, but you didn't even know me. That's all I could say.
That, that's one of the things that made me start realizing that I had a light, because that actually was, it was a few people growing up who would tell me that I didn't like you when I first met you, and I'm looking like, why? And they be like, but you cool, like I like you real cool. And I'm like, because you didn't know me, you prejudged me.
Mhm.
And when I started getting into my spiritual self, I really look back and be like, they did the demons inside them, the darkness. Not let me say not let me not say demons, but the darkness inside of them could not stand the light that was naturally inside of
Mhm.
me, and
So
it
we gotta stop
disturbed.
judging a person from literally the flesh.
Uh-huh.
It's really the spirit within
I'm
them.
not gonna lie, it was one girl that I got really cool with. Lord rest her soul, because she passed away.
Mm.
But I got so cool with her. And I know she probably thought I started acting funny because I caught my distance. But because we were so cool, and then one day out the blue, she just told me, you know what? I got a confession. I went, what? When I first met you, I didn't like you. And I said, why? And then I'm looking like, hold up, because the way we met was on Facebook, because she reached out to me and was like,
How you
damn, she did. She reached out to me and she was like, owner of a wheelchair group that I would like you to join. You seem like you will be like a young, good, like vibrant person
she was trying to
to
use you.
attend. And so I was like, okay, cool, because I don't really know many people in the wheelchairs. So I'm like,
Right.
okay. And so, and she was black. And when I went, it was like a lot of black people in there and a lot of wheelchairs and all over America. Like, so I'm like, okay, I like this. And they were all positive. And when I say independent, I'm talking independent. Like I was. So I'm like, yeah, this my group and stuff. So when me and her ended up getting real cool and really close, because we started talking on the phone often. She's telling me her story. She's motivating me. She really was a good person. I can't take that from her.
Mhm.
But that was what she told me. When I first met you, I ain't like you. But you were so cool. I'm
That
so
does
glad
not
I
make
gave you a
sense though.
chance. Yeah, and it's not the compliment people think it is.
No.
It's not a compliment at all, actually.
You know, and you know this, they don't know this, but the what should I say? The mutual friend we used to have. Remember
Mhm.
I told you they were trying I guess they didn't like us getting close. They tried everything to put
Everything.
bad juju on you and saying you this type of person and just really trying to, I guess, dim your light and make me think negatively about you. But little did that person know, I'm not a person where I judge people based off of what
Hmm.
somebody else tells me. I judge you based off of what I experience with you and what I peep off of you.
And
Like
the crazy
you
part,
just
it's the
your
same
truth.
way. The craziest thing is that person. I remember the manager, because we used to work together, y'all. The manager pulled me in and was like, we're bringing this person back. You should steer clear. That's not a good person. Don't go around them. And I said, I don't judge people based off of what other people say. So I gave that person a true chance.
Hmm.
Then I started wishing that I listened, because everybody in there was like, they coming back and stuff like that. I remember I went to dinner with some of the coworkers and he was the topic of discussion. And I'm like, I ain't come here to talk about this.
But what I don't like about that is they sit there and tell you that, but then turn around and
Be in
be
his
all
face.
in that
Yep.
person's face as if
Cause
they never said a thing.
yep. Because
That's
that
weird behavior.
next day when we came back to work, he was there. One of them said, hey man, it's so glad to see you. And I pulled that
Like you
person to
just
the.
didn't talk bad about this
We
person.
just got done talking about him. And I pulled him to the side and I was like,
No
look, I know you
shame.
don't know me. I said, and I don't know you. So everything people say could be true. I said, but I gonna tell you anyways. And he was like, "What?" I said, "Don't trust none of these people up in here because they talked about you like a dog and told me not to give you the time of day." I said, "But
Mhm.
me, I judge people off my own understanding, not off what other people say. So I'm gonna give you a chance." And he was like, "You know what? Yeah." And we started getting cool.
But, you gotta be careful with that, trying to
Yep.
put people up on game sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm I had to learn that over and over again. Sometimes you kinda
Yep.
gotta just let people go through
Me
their
too.
stuff, you know?
Me too.
How are they gonna learn if you giving them all the cheat codes? And
Mm-hmm.
then they got the cheat code in their back pocket, but they still doing the
Mm-hmm.
dumb stuff.
Yep. And unfortunately, it's somebody I like that, not a man, but like I'm cool with, but I might
Mhm.
have to bring them in. I did kind of learn a lesson from them by giving them like a heads up, and that's when the one that we the one who was playing by all the sides, her. When I gave the other one a heads up about that one, and then it backfired on me, and was like, I don't know who to trust, and I'm just not, and I'm looking like, what? So
That's
I'm
why I
not gonna
say is
lie.
you gotta be careful with that.
It hurt because I really like that person, and so I'm not gonna act like it didn't hurt, and like I ain't got back 100% with them, because I'm not, because I just don't feel comfortable anymore. Like I
Right.
feel like you are a good person. I could never ever take that away from you, but I can't put myself in that position to let you do that
Yeah,
to me.
because now it's like you gotta be cautious on the things that you say to this person,
Mm-hmm.
and you want real friendships to where you can have no
Yes, be
filter.
raw with you.
You can be yourself
Mm-hmm.
100%, and those are real friendships that you should have, and people
We
that
have
you have,
that
you
friendship.
gotta have boundaries with those type of people.
Mm-hmm. Me and you are one of the people I feel like if we had a problem with each other, which we've been there before, we've had issue, and sometimes I'll be like, "Girl, okay, look, we need to talk." And I remember the first time, this how I knew, oh, we gonna get along. Because I remember we got into it and I rolled off on you and you went the other way and was just, you was in there just tapping your leg, just thinking. And I had left out and you came and followed me and you was like, "We need to talk because you finna make me not like you." And I was like,
I be so upfront.
and
But you do too, though.
and I was like, "Not like me, girl, what?" And because that event that took my guard down, because I love when somebody's just raw and upfront with me and not coming at me sideways. Like, you didn't, to
I
me, you
didn't
didn't come at me
disrespect
sideways.
you,
Right. And so we sat there and we talked it out and we got a clear understanding.
and it
And
was
I,
just a misunderstanding, like,
yeah,
anytime we have ever, and I think that was just one time, maybe 2,
it was, I think maybe two times, but
'cause
for
we
sure.
really ain't.
Yeah, one we
'Cause we
did
talk it
another
out. If we
time.
mad about something, we talk it out.
Hmm. And the only other time I remember, when you asked me to be your daughter's godmother, and I was like, "Let me ask you this," and you was like, "What?" I said, "If me and you get into it, do I no longer have access to her?" And you was like, "Oh no, I ain't one of them people." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll be a godmama." I
Like,
remember we did
no,
get
like, I
into
don't
it.
like
I don't
you.
remember why we got into it. And I called you and you answered because she didn't have a phone yet. I called you. You said hello. Like you said it with attitude. I said, "Where my baby at?" And you said her. And so I really respected that. And that's what made me say, I'm gonna drop this beef. And when me and her got off the
You like, "I'm
phone,
finna drop this beat."
I told her, "Put your mama back on the phone." I said, "I love you, right?" "Yeah, I love you too." And I think that's just how we squashed it.
Mm-mm. It
It,
don't be.
it don't be nothing deep.
We don't talk down on each other. We don't be
Mhm.
trying to make it hard for each other. Like, nah, like, I want the best for you.
I want the best for you too. Even if we do stuff in life we're not agreeing with for each other, like,
That's what
no.
I loved about you, though. Like, yes, I had my best friend, but I love talking to you when I was going through all of those ups and downs because you was just gonna give it to me straight up, but you was never disrespectful at all.
I think that's where a lot of people get it
And it was like I
misconstrued.
always have to swallow that. Even other relationship, like say with my mom or even with my child, like if I'm doing something like that I could, I could do better with, and you see their standpoint, you gonna let me know. And I love that about you because you help
Mhm.
me because I'm not looking at it. I'm only worried about my own opinion and my feelings in
Yeah.
that moment. And so when I talk to you, you give me a different perspective. Like
Mhm.
that, man, that's real.
And
I
I
gotta
think
appreciate
you're
that.
that person too. And that's one of the main reasons I keep you around because if
Hold
you
on, wait. You keep me around.
because people take other people for granted.
True.
And so when I say keep you around, it's basically me saying I'm not taking you for granted. I'm not gonna give up on our friendship no matter
Mm,
what because you one of the realest, coolest. When I say, remember when I had my car wreck, you figured out how to get me in your car and take me to work and all of that. Like, I will never take that for granted. Like, you really been there for me when I needed somebody, and I don't ask people for nothing unless I really need it. I didn't even have to ask you. You just offered. And then when I have issue, like if I call you about my sister or something, you gonna tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. And I love that. I
mm,
can't stand
same.
people and you don't tiptoe around. Like I can't stand when somebody tiptoe around my feelings. Now tell me. And you know what? I
Yeah.
think that's what make it a good thing because a lot of people think that they like that and think that they just, oh, I'm real raw and to the point. No, you're rude and you're disrespectful. And it's a
And
difference.
sometimes, we can be like that, but sometimes it may be hard for us to even do it to certain people too.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said,
And
you
you
can
gotta know
also
too,
be
you
rude as
can do it
hell.
too.
Right. Some people ain't even willing to accept that. Like it's a certain way you
Mm-hmm.
talk to people.
Yep.
I
It's
tell you
definitely.
this, like it's a way you talk to me that gets to me to where I don't get offended. And if I did get offended, I swear to you, I think about it. Like it takes me no more than 5 minutes, and I'd be like, "Damn, you know what? Shay might have been right." And I end up telling you, like, "I see what you're
You,
talking about," and it makes
yeah.
me reevaluate the situation.
Yeah. And the same. You come at me like I know sometimes I done got on your nerves because you done told me before you finna make me mad. I'm like, I don't care. And when I do that,
That
you
be the
just break
thing
it
with
up.
us. We be so straight up, and and we don't even be caring. We just do us.
And girl, I was just like, I just had to laugh because it's like we so unserious. But we be so serious. It is just like I'm serious, but then we be one little thing we so unserious now because it's like you don't care. Like now my feelings finna be hurt because you better care. But I feel like that's what make a friendship strong, especially knowing like one we sacrifice for each other. And
Mhm.
I feel like these need to be not just the friendship, but in relationships like with your lover too. It's a give take thing. We have that down pat.
We fill each
But
other's cup. We don't.
mhm.
It's not just the other person
I
pouring.
remember I had told you, girl, where my man at? Cause he gonna be just like you.
Look, baby, I'm one of a kind. I ain't came in no man form. I'm all woman.
Nah, you haven't.
You like if I was a man, you would marry me.
You be my baby mama, girl. But girl, off is put it on and make a man a man.
Marry me. Wait a minute. We gotta end this stream because it's too long. But why? Wait a minute. This is so sidebar. But did you see how they over there? I guess Rashida having
Bro, why was I gonna call
she
you
having a
and be
call.
like, she want to
I
go
was
to
gonna
that
do the
shit?
code like why
I
people
was
over there
gonna
talking
call
about
you and
we
record
going to
it.
a Rashida concert. Rashida,
But
everybody can
shit.
say Rashida.
And I would Kirk Rashida, dumb Rashida. I was
And
just
how much
like,
was them? $200?
girl, I don't know.
Girl, I wish I would.
I think people just making up prices, but I didn't know. I thought they was just making up a name, but I didn't know she was really coming in concert, girl.
But why
And can you
not?
be
What
seeing
songs
K
did she got?
Michelle? Huh. Put them on and make her want to marry
I
me.
just remember that,
And
Bubblegum.
bubblegums.
Yeah.
And some songs she said, some y'all can say what y'all want, but I ain't leaving, Kurt. And I said, and you's a new fool, baby.
You know too many songs to me.
And- nah, that one just she just did that one on TikTok. That's the only part I know, girl. Some
Don't
I
he be
ain't
cheating on
leaving,
her?
Kurt. Huh?
Don't he be cheating on her?
He had a baby on
She
her.
is a gorgeous woman and she's very
She's very
business
pretty.
savvy. I give her that.
Yep. And K
But when it comes
Michelle
to
be over
Kurt,
there. Have you been seeing K Michelle? Cause she at concert right now. Talking about
mm-mm.
Rashida got bags.
That's why
And
she want to do a concert herself.
I
She gonna
don't
have a diss
know
track out about K Michelle.
who got a diss track out about
I
K
said she
Michelle.
gonna come with one.
Girl, I don't know. She better not, cause K Michelle sing her down.
I used to love me some K
That's
Michelle,
some
baby.
petty, baby.
That girl, she can blow and write.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad she done stepped over into country music because I really like her voice for it.
I like when she yodels. I always
Mm-hmm.
have, even like in the past. I was like, she is talented in a
Mm-hmm.
different, unique way. And what I liked about her was her rawness, and she wasn't afraid to be vulnerable with
Hmm.
her
I
emotions.
think that's why she didn't last on the show because she was too real for the
Yeah, she
entertainment.
was like we talked about earlier. She has a emotional intelligence. She
Mm-hmm.
does.
I girl, when I say we gonna have to elaborate on emotional intelligence and how to get there
Mhm,
because one is not one way to get there, but a lot of times it's mainly from your experiences in life and how you look at those things that you've been through that's going to make you intelligent. And even if you look at the zodiac signs and stuff like that for people who
mhm,
believe in that type of deal, I feel like when people are like, "Oh, you a Gemini," but I feel like it's the difference between an evolved Gemini and an unevolved Gemini.
mhm.
Like it's just it go deeper than what people wanna. It's just so many.
They are surface level with it.
It's a lot of surface level people out here. And girl, speaking of, like my ex, the one that I was like, but he used to tell me all the time, you ain't deep enough, you ain't deep enough. But a lot of things I said, am I not deep enough, or is the person that I'm talking to just not going deep enough for me? Like you keep talking surface level, thinking that it's deep, and you're really just in shallow waters. But I'm one of the people I like to learn other people cultures. I like even going down to religion. It was a time, and I'm gonna just be real honest with this. It was a time where I didn't even know if I believed in God anymore.
Mhm.
Like I was going through so much. Like I told, like y'all know now, I'm in a wheelchair. I had the car wreck when I was 16 years old. Found out I had a brain tumor at 17 years old.
Right.
It was so much going on. Between some family dramas that started happening. It was just a lot. Even
Mhm.
college, I remember my first day in college. My college professor said, "Don't think I'm gonna take it easy on you because you're in a wheelchair. That chair don't make you special." And I'm just looking like, what? Like this is my first day in school. Like I'm not even
I'm not
excited
even thinking about that.
Right. I've never asked for a handout. What are you talking about? So it was just a lot going on at one time. And then we had moved and bought a house and we didn't live on the bus line. So I felt very isolated from people and stuff. So I just started getting depressed and stuff, not realizing that I was getting depressed, but I was getting depressed and going through it. And then I just started thinking, I don't know if I believe and but not believing in nothing wasn't sitting right after a
Right.
while. So then I started looking at other religions and trying to see. And the only reason why I came back, well, not the only reason, but the main reason I came back is because in my Bible it said, "Come as you are. I'm gonna meet you where you at." Everything else I looked at was like, you gotta do this, you gotta be that, you gotta. And I'm looking like, why it don't seem like any of these guys sacrificing for his people? It seemed like the people doing all the sacrificing. And I'm just like, so I ended up coming back, getting reacquainted with the Lord, apologizing. And
Mhm.
that's why I can apologize to other people too. I'm not too big to say I'm sorry to people, because I feel like you gonna want people to say you sorry to them. And I apologize to the Lord, even though I know He already forgave me, and He knew what I was gonna do before I even did it. Who am I to not give His people their apology, their just rights?
And you know that's a form of a relationship as well. Like we talked about a little bit of love relationships.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about dysfunctional relationships or some that just wasn't healthy for us with friends.
Mm-hmm.
And also we spoke on like ours, which we consider is a healthy relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But having that relationship with God, I mean having a relationship with God is a good thing and that's a
Yep.
form of a relationship.
Yep.
And I
I
don't
think
think
that's
God would have
the
been
most
pissed off.
important relationship we have.
Right. I don't think God would have been is pissed off at you for doing that.
I don't think so either.
You know, you gotta sometimes go out and see. That was a part of your journey,
Yeah.
your path that you need to go experience because I wouldn't say that I didn't believe, but I did used to feel like, you know, maybe I wasn't good enough for God or
Mm-hmm.
maybe he didn't care about me like he cared about other people or he didn't hear me. You know what I mean?
Yep. I've had that feeling. I became angry with him before I walked away.
Yeah, I would question and be like, "Can I even trust you? Like, I can't trust
Mm-hmm.
nobody." Like, I would feel like, "Dang, I can't trust nobody." Like, "God, can I trust
Mm-hmm.
you? Are you real?" And then in certain things that has happened in my life, God has shown me like, I'm here for you. And God has been the most loyal person in my life.
Same.
I can't lie about that.
Yep. That's why I know, because I'm like, I know who name I was yelling in the dark. When I couldn't nobody else hear me, and when nobody else chose to answer me, I know what name picked me up off the floor. I know who it was. Right quick, some kind of funny, but it's on this topic. Did you be watching Pop the Balloon? It's just a
I was in the past, not no more.
girl. I ain't never watched the actual episode, but I be seeing like the snippets of it. Recently, the lady asked, "Okay, what's some of the things that you need that the guy need to have for you?" The girl said he needs to have his own relationship with God, whatever that looks like. And the dude, hurry up and popped his balloon. The dude on the side of him is like this.
Why he
Like,
do that?
cause he popped his balloon when she said you gotta have a relationship with God, whatever that looks like to you. And dude popped his balloon, and he looking like, this a demon. Girl, I was over her
What
rolling
be
every.
tripping me out though, this is not even on God. Where on there you will have dudes, they pop them when they see them, but then when the girl start walking by and she got a booty, they be trying to
Mm-hmm.
get the other
I want my
dude.
balloon back. Mm-hmm. Or when she actually started talking, they realized, wait, I vibe with her. Oh, well, can I get my balloon back? But no, because you just showed me you're more physical than mental. At least that's how I be looking at it.
That's true. I always say looks are a bonus.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that too. I go for
I'm
personality
not
over
saying
looks.
I wanna be with somebody who I don't find attractive,
I can't
but
be with somebody I
right.
don't find attractive.
But if it's some flaw, like you not gonna be perfect. I'm not perfect. But I would
Right.
hope that you would hear me, see how I am as an individual, and that's what you would really like. I want you to
Mm-hmm.
like me like that more than this, honestly.
Right.
It's just
Yep.
me.
Because this is like I already know from a car wreck paralyzing me, your physical can change in an instant. It can just
Right.
change. So I would hope that you had enough love for me and like for me that you would want to stay.
Hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. It's a person named Ken Nola, babe. They said new subscriber, baby. What's up? What? I can't be with nobody ugly. I'm sorry. We feel you.
With
But again, like we said, looks are a bonus. And Shay just said she can't be with somebody who she's not attracted to.
mm-hmm,
Nobody is gonna be perfect.
mm-hmm.
I'm
I
not
feel like
saying
there's
that
a
the
such thing
person
as
is
perfect
ugly.
to
I'm
you
just
though.
saying that,
Mm-hmm.
I want somebody to like my personality, who I am as an individual more than my
First.
looks.
Mm-hmm. Me
I
too.
can't really say first because the first thing you see is my looks.
That's true. And
Like,
men
let's
are
be real.
physical.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I
Now
know.
you good. You just came in, so I'm just breaking it down. It's no
Yeah.
hard feelings, baby. It's you know. But thank you for the subscribe. Hopefully
Thank
everything
you.
is good with you. But what
Hmm.
was you saying?
But I don't know. I lose my
We've been
train of
on here for a long time, and I'm
yeah.
supposed to be supporting somebody else real soon on their channel. So we
Okay.
can wrap it up. And I need to eat. I ain't ate all day, girl.
Yeah. Go take care of your body.
I know. I've been drinking water. That counts for
That's
something.
it. Mm-hmm. Girl, I keep a bottle mirror.
I've been getting the sign I need to fast. Remember, I used to do that all the time, and my fasting be different stuff, but I'm getting a sign of my fasting needs to go back to food.
Go
So
back to your roots.
yeah, it's a mind thing though. It's definitely a mind thing.
I kind of been getting the signs, but I kind of been fighting the signs.
Me too.
I
I keep having these
don't
conversations
feel
too many
like it,
times.
but it's true. I don't want guys to look at me and like, "Oh, you didn't feel like it. Now I don't feel like it." So
True.
I'm gonna
You
do
look
it.
tired
You
too.
want to do it together, girl? I told
You
you I
can.
was gone for a long time yesterday, and we was out in the sun and stuff. So that had beat me down, and then I got up early today, and I ain't took a nap or nothing.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of tired.
Hold on. Devon said, "Have I tapped into Fab?" No, I'm not into wrestling no more like that, buddy. Like I'm good on it. So sorry. I'll let you do all of it. You can watch it for me.
That stuff
Somebody
change all the
said the
time.
Ken Nola Bay said, "Who said they was paralyzed in a car accident? My girlfriend was in a car accident too. I would love for you to do an interview with her."
Wow, that's me. I was paralyzed. Well, I am paralyzed.
You said
But
I would.
okay. Um.
Her name, Speaks 999. It's on all platforms. So if
Mhm.
you want to reach out to her on TikTok or Instagram, you can. And she
And
does
they are
have her
public,
own
so you don't
YouTube
have to
channel.
wait for me to approve you following me. It's public, and I'll look at my stuff every day.
So there you go, Ken Nola babe. But let's ask the people in the chat though. Nah, I don't think I should because we said now we done with it. But what if it's something else? Like we could so y'all people in the chat, if we was to drop the link and whatever the topic is that we're talking about, would y'all be down to join us and talk to us
Hmm.
too?
And put some ideas, like some stuff y'all actually want to hear in
Yeah,
there.
that'll be good. But yeah, we want to know that. Like, would y'all get up here and talk as well?
Hmm.
Because we was gonna do that today about what was it?
Emotional
But
maturity.
y'all gotta stay on topic. Don't be up here just going. Don't be like us. Like try
I
to
was gonna say
stay
we
on
can't
topic more
talk
than us.
though.
Yeah. And y'all will only get a certain amount of time because I want to do one person at a time. I don't want to add too many people, but you know, I'm
What was
sorry. I
it?
just said nothing was said. It was just how I said it.
Oh.
But yeah, like if y'all also have any ideas too, like y'all can drop it in
And
the chat.
it
You
don't
can
even
even
have to
drop
be.
it on the comment of this video when it's
Yeah,
done.
that's what
Cause
I was gonna
we
say.
need to get off. Yeah, I have not ate all day.
Yeah, so since we getting off, drop it when cause she finna post this immediately after we're done. Go ahead and drop ideas, and even if you think about it later and come back and you want to hear something, post it later. Whatever y'all want to hear, like we be over here working on topics and stuff, but we
And
really
be
want to do what
respectful.
y'all
We're
want to
gonna be
hear.
respectful to you, but you gotta be respectful as well. Or we ain't gonna argue. You just gonna get off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being real. And we're gonna have a timer up too. Like we ain't finna have y'all on too long. We're gonna give everybody else a chance. But like she said, If you have an idea, drop it in the comment of this live stream. We about to end it, so I hope
Mhm.
everybody have a great night, and we love y'all.
Bye, y'all.